head up your window. The head gone. Ain't it? I ain't had time to do that. Jump scare. Get ready. What's up, everybody? I'm finna start back on this Friday night Fright. I miss y'all. It's been a couple minutes. It's been a good months, man. Months. I just want to start now, man, by saying thank y'all for subscribing to my channel, man. Even in there, I got like more TikTok than YouTube. Like, I be more active on TikTok than YouTube. And I'm not trying to leave y'all in the dirt, but the grind will continue. Guess what though? Guess what day it is? It's Friday night Fright. Cut up all that good feeling music you guys played in the beginning. Cause it's time. It's time to dive deep into the horrors that lies within. Tired from a long day at work, I can already tell. Poor soul. Man, just trying to get home. I feel sorry for him, it's over with. We gotta put a part in that like button, y'all. Don't you do it. Would y'all walk down there? Down through there? He saying don't look back. I said don't do it. Go down that way, boy. Have you seen enough movies? Set up down there. Hey, come on. Why'll he go through that way? Run past him. Am I being punked? Look at that. Look how you run it though. Lord. Where'd she come from, for one? She banging her head like that, man. Look back. Don't do it. Bruh. He looked back. Dang, he did all that walking. Ugh. The man did all that walking. That's how far he got. So yes, I made him look back. He mine now. It's raps. Well, you're not even sweating. This is cut. That boy might as well call in tomorrow. I ain't go straight to sleep and eat nothing. I guess that's how it be. Oh boy. If your door sounded like that, man. Let me look at how long he got. I don't know, he got 2 more minutes. Man, look at the flow. She opened up at the bottom. And I would have been like, we know how to fight. It's okay, man. You can let her have your room. You gotta be dreaming. I can already see the ending. Now he can start banging his head to somebody look at him. You look back again. Say it like that. Your eyes on her, boy. He better not go up there too. Hey, y'all, look, it's Glenn from Walking Dead. Oh, you look back. You gone, boy. Lord. That wasn't nothing. You can't scare me. I want to check out the soundtrack right now at a time like this.
You guys know we're not safe here, though, right?
What, you mean like in the woods?
That's how you start off.
Out in the middle of nowhere? There could be anything lurking.
I know it.
Why you like that's Dave from Alvin Chipmunks?
You're gonna tell a fucking ghost story.
No.
Alright, just go for it.
I mean, okay. Yeah, but this one's
weird.
actually real. Okay, it
You
comes
better set
from my
'em up.
family history. You're gonna love it.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, Alex, it's not that scary, bro.
We're camping and shit. We gotta do a ghost story.
Yeah, it's a fucking move.
Fucking move, dude.
Alright. Shh. You're gonna be fine, Alex. It's not that scary. So, I found out recently from my grandma that my
That mustache
ancestors,
not
when I
real.
first came to this country, they lived in these very woods.
Wow.
I know, seriously though. So my ancestor, Arthur Jackson, was told by the natives that these woods were haunted by a mysterious creature called La Mimica. They say this creature looked like a human, but was large, standing 8 feet tall.
Slender Man.
Lanky, hairless, with jet black eyes like a demon. It came out only at night to hunt, and it needed a lot of meat to keep going.
That sounds like my ex.
Shut up, Matt.
This is fantastic. Please, have at it.
So rumor
Nice music,
has
though.
it, the natives would hear strange noises in the forest. Sounds, whistles, even words. Some would swear that they even heard voices. But anyone who went to investigate would never return. Soon the locals deemed it the result of a single creature, La Mimica. By the time my ancestor Arthur arrived, nearly
Okay,
all
you're
of
getting
them had
freaked
been
out.
wiped out. So he went into the forest
you know
to
that story?
find this mysterious La Mimica.
Smart Arthur.
He was accompanied by a local native who knew the woods better than anyone. Well, that night, the native went missing. He searched and searched and found a tiny piece of his cloak at the mouth of a cave. He went to the edge of the cave and whispered into the darkness, "Hello?" A voice answered back, "Hello." It was the native.
Yeah, man,
He
he
conversed
tripping
with the
out.
native to
He
make
said,
sure
yeah, I
it
got
was
him.
genuine.
And it was stared to his eyes.
And when he was sure that in fact it was the native, he took one step into the cave.
That was so worth it! Oh my god! I put this back here like an hour ago. That was perfect!
That shit was.
Fucker, Jesus Christ, I fucking hate you guys.
That wasn't me. That was all him.
I should have recorded that, man. That was perfect. I'm sorry.
That screech was so loud.
Good story, right? Good story. La Mimica.
Not bad.
Fucking sucked.
Whatever.
What, you didn't get scared?
No.
Not even a little bit?
He
The
should have said,
screech?
yeah.
No, I mean, it was startling, yeah, but from like the actual story or whatever, no. I can just tell it's not real.
No, it's real. My grandma really told me that story.
Okay, but the only problem is everyone in it acts dumb as hell, just like every other ghost story.
Whoa. My man Arthur was chilling there for like an hour and he was very smart.
Okay, well, one, if the natives were all dying, they would just move. It seems easy enough. Okay, also, if the woods are so dangerous at night, they'd only go in there during the daytime.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
and La Mimica can mimic any human voice, right? Any voice it hears at all? Okay, well then your ancestor is dumb as hell because he didn't have, a backup plan to ask the native something only he would know? I mean, come on. If real people were hunting something
Yeah,
that's
you
known
look
to
at it, man, see,
imitate
it's food.
humans, you'd think they'd be able to tell it
That
apart
made no
from other
sense.
stuff.
oh, you say that now. It's easy to be logical here and in the moment. But when you're in a stressful situation, it's impossible to be fully prepared.
I'd still be more prepared than your fucking ancestor.
Hey, my man Arthur was a homie.
Whatever happened to him?
He was never heard from again.
Good!
I share genetics with that guy.
What?
I'm just leaving to take a piss.
No, that's
Did I
raps.
really startle
That's
you?
raps.
Fuck you.
La Mimica.
Yeah, Amy, go sleep now. I found out he's finna mimic his voice. Okay, you got a girlfriend. Okay. Long piece.
Yeah. Where's he?
He's just taking a piss.
When did he leave?
I don't know, like 2 minutes ago.
Dang.
Fucking hour ago?
What?
How time went by that quick? What's that noise? his raps.
What's that animal? I don't know.
Y'all about DJ? That man gone. What smacked it at? Oh, Lord.
I think it's Ian. He's been gone for over an hour. Maybe he's just fucking with us. No, there could be some stranger out there. I don't think we should.
Ian! Ian, is that you?
You're doing it again. He said, you smacked me. I heard you like.
I think that's a bear. No, bears don't sound like that. I think it's Ian. How is he making that sound?
Ian! Quit fucking around! You got us! Oh! Fuck off!
I got you.
Oh, you fucking bitch, dude!
That was good, right?
Oh, fuck off!
You guys gonna let me in?
No, don't open the tent.
I've seen this before.
That shaking was impossible. How could we? I don't trust them. That's actually Ian.
I'm freezing out here. Let me
Lamimica
in.
needed to trick it. It's prey into thinking it was some
fucking real, Alex, okay? Look, I get this shit affects you.
Okay, well then why won't he just open the tent himself?
Yo, Matt, you left this out here.
The fuck? Bruh. Forget that.
You stupid!
No, Matt, wait!
You're like a meal.
Now it's over. We got you good, right? Alex. Bro, are you good? We were just messing with you, man. Yeah, it's just a joke.
Matt, are you okay?
Yeah, man.
What the fuck? Is this shit real?
The blood? No, dude. I got it at a Halloween store. It's fake.
Seemed pretty real though, right? Oh, and before you ask, you have a cat. Her name is Tina, and she's adorable. There. Now you know it's us.
We good to come in?
What the fuck you were asking for? Just let yourself in.
I was just making sure, bro. I didn't know it would freak you out this much.
You just fucking sprayed blood all over me. You're still playing this mind game shit with that Lamimica.
Yeah, dude, we're done with that.
I know. I feel bad though.
No, you don't.
What other boys?
You know I can get fucking paranoid sometimes. You're still fucking with me. Just open the tent yourself.
Okay, dude, okay. No worries. Fuck, I think it's stuck.
Fucking course it is.
Alex, look, I'm sorry we messed with you, okay? We honestly just wanted to pull a good prank.
Yeah, none of it was real. Okay, what part actually messed with you?
The guitar's in here. How'd you play it out there?
Oh, Bluetooth speaker, bro. Also, how I did the growling.
How'd you do the shaking?
I just shook it a bunch, man.
No, that's not. It was not just you. It's not fucking possible.
There's nothing else out here, Alex. I think it just seemed like a lot because we're inside it.
Don't do it.
I swear, it was only me.
Dude, you actually
watched
need
it
to let
before.
us in. The zipper's stuck. It's freezing out here. We're like 4 hours away from the car. It's dark as shit. We're not safe here.
It's just. Why the fuck would you do this whole thing as a prank in the first place? Like, it's just fucked up. Okay, I'm assuming you made up Lamimica, but the fact that you're doing this shit makes me think it's real, and I'm fucking scared.
You said Ashman go back and forth with you.
Guys,
Shh. Shut the fuck up. Holy shit. That was for sure a bear. Dude, what the fuck?
sorry, man. Fucking hold on. Hang on. Sorry. All right, come in.
Next we watch is The Miner's Mountain. Alan Wake intro. They gotta be good. Dude, this better be good.
About time.
Evening, ma'am. My name's Officer Jeffries.
I know who you are, Jerry. You can drop the cop routine.
Come on now, Roseanne. Have some respect.
Caps on.
I understand you've been hearing some strange noises tonight.
You stopped as soon as I hung up the phone.
Do you know which direction it was coming from?
Not too sure, really. First
like
it
you
seemed
better
like it
start
was coming
laughing.
from down below near the ravine. Then I heard something running through my driveway. Hooves.
I can't even
From
do
a
it.
deer, maybe, I don't know. So I went to my reading room to see what the hell was out there. I could have swore it was an injured animal. It's making these grunting noises. That's when I dialed you.
Mysterious.
Then I saw these yellow eyes just staring at me. And they were staring a long time.
He said, I know this creature. Nice cool air, nothing like it. You let down.
That's pretty much it.
Let down the window.
I fell asleep. Woke up about an hour later and left.
What about the deer?
What about it?
In your report?
I know what my report says. I just don't see how that's relevant.
Say, this year is later or what?
Because I deem it relevant?
What happened to your windshield? It says here your patrol car needed a new windshield at the county motor pool following your visit with Miss Barnes.
I don't remember.
I'm gonna need
Sheriff,
you
we're
to
just trying to put the pieces
cooperate
together.
with us.
Nobody's accusing you of anything.
I am.
You think you can come in here and cast the same aspersions on me you did back then and expect different results?
Sheriff,
Tell me what really happened.
Did you see her? Did you see what was left of her? I did not murder Roseanne Barnes, nor did I have anything to do
Man,
with
where
it.
they find these actors at, man? What's going on? There's some pure acting right here. Make more ass.
Sheriff. Please. What happened when you woke up?
Years ago. Yeah, I look like him too. Okay. Cliches.
Damn it!
You made noise. I know your location. Just stay here. coming. Man, what was he doing outside the woods, though? I mean, now that security came inside and got her.
Hello?
I have an answer. They got her. A meal? How you gonna leave a chunk of meat? I mean, you take one bite and leave. Man, if I was a creature, man, I'd eat the whole thing. Okay, maybe 2 bites. Who got the real? Man, stop looking at my masterpiece. It's my meal. Go away. You can't even let this window up. That man locked the door. That's gonna do something. Rascal. Put up your window. Let up your window. The head gone. Ain't it? I ain't had time to do that. Jump scare. Get ready. Man said. Man, that thing bang.
I found a dead deer in the road. Looked like an animal had gotten to it. I looked around for a short while longer, then came back here and filed my report.
And what time would you say you arrived back at the office?
2:15, give or take.
You don't believe him.
How long would you say that drive back was?
Oh, I don't know, half an hour maybe.
20 minutes. We timed it.
There used to be a gas station at the base of Miners Mountain, correct? Well, we recovered footage taken from a nearby traffic cam of you there that night, washing what looked to be blood off of your windshield.
I clipped the deer on my way out.
Where were you from 7:30 night before last until 10 a.m. yesterday morning?
Wait, what? I was at home with my wife. I came into work around 9:30.
Do you normally come in around that time?
No, I overslept. It was my anniversary day before yesterday. I took my wife to dinner at Miner's Kitchen and had a little more to drink than I should have.
I gotta ask, what's up with the whole miner thing? As I understand it, this town hasn't done anything of the sort since the 1920s.
I mean, like, he got a hemorrhoid. He just went
Back in the day, the Atlantic Coastline Railroad attempted to build a tunnel through the mountain. It didn't work. A shaft gave way and trapped the miners inside. Out of respect for the men and women who lost their lives, the community dubbed it
Miners Mountain.
There you go.
Did anyone make it out?
Gentlemen, I'm done here.
Sir, I understand this could be
Have a good
frustrating.
evening. It's hunting season. I've got poachers to contend with.
The body of an out-of-state woman was found yesterday morning about 10 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
She was severely beaten and her head was removed from her body. Very much like Miss Barnes. She was found about a half mile from where Roseanne was murdered. You are very familiar with that area, aren't you, Sheriff? It must have been tough back in the day. Being the only black deputy in the department and all.
Wait, excuse me?
You know, everybody looking down on you. You trying to figure out how
I
you
go
fit
there.
in. I get it. It was tough. But look at you now. You and your people have come a long way.
Get the hell out of my office.
Dan.
I'm not trying to get ill with him. I'm just trying to level with him, brother.
Get the fuck out of my office.
Oh, you want to hit me? You want to hit me? Is that what you did to her? She said something and pissed you up and you want to knock the living dog shit out of her. Huh? When all you want is a little bit of respect and she put you down. Hell, that would have pissed me off too. I've been there. I'd have done the same damn thing. But you showed her, didn't you? You showed her and that girl what happens when they don't give Sheriff Jerry Jeffries a little fucking respect.
Dan, that's enough.
Man, take a bit out of that, boy.
You better lawyer up, you son of a bitch. Like the sheriff said, it's hunting season.
Shaking. I can't do no hydrant water.
I understand you've been hearing some strange noises tonight.
I saw these yellow eyes staring at me.
What was done to her? I'm sure it wasn't a punch. That girl, she probably got mauled, man.
And they were staring a long time before it let out this unholy roar. Not fit for this earth.
You want to hit me? Is that what you did to her? But you showed her, didn't you?
Sheriff, what happened at Miners Mountain?
Hey, hon. I didn't hear you come home. It's late. Come to bed.
I have to tell you something.
That man just not telling her.
Do you remember the Barnes case?
She's scared.
I saw something that night.
I was gonna say he crazy or something.
I was driving down the mountain and I had to slam on the brakes. Someone was standing in the middle of the road.
Wendigo.
And there she was.
Put some clothes on, girl.
She didn't seem human. It was more like an animal. And it just stared at me for the longest time. Eventually she left. I didn't know what to do. I just sat in my car for nearly an hour. Never seen anything like it. I abandoned Roseanne Barnes, Viv. Just listen to me. I abandoned that woman. And because of that, she lost her life. I can never take that back.
Jerry, every morning you go out there and you put your life on the line.
I like this door.
Because you're a good man. Nothing is gonna change that.
I thought that for 20 years. Truth is, I don't feel it. Something's still up there.
Whatever it is, you ain't gonna find it tonight. I'm gonna bring Lucy in. Go to bed.
She don't believe him. See, this why I don't want to tell her. You see the eyes. You see the eyes. You see the eyes.
You were looking at my woman.
Yes, that's a man.
Yeah, I got you now. I know where you is. Took a long time to find you.
That doggone. She out there. Why? That's how they're gonna end it. Where the police come from? I need a part 2, man. Alright, y'all, next, last but not least, we're gonna watch 2 true concert horror stories, and it's animated by MMR Scary Tales. Hope y'all enjoying it. Don't forget to put a part in that like button, and we finna dive in.
The grandeur of that evening had been palpable, the air within the ancient walls of the theater vibrating with anticipation for the classical music concert. As a violinist, I, Sebastian, had always found solace in the intricate melodies and harmonious symphonies that filled such spaces. Music was not just my profession, it was my sanctuary, my connection to the world beyond the notes on the page. The concert had commenced with the swelling of strings that day, the air resonating with the collective breaths of an enraptured audience. Our ensemble, a blend of seasoned musicians and prodigious talents, played with a fervor that belied the years of rigorous training and dedication to our craft. It was during the second movement, a delicate adagio, that the harmony was shattered. The sharp, discordant crack of gunfire echoed through the hall, a malevolent intrusion that turned the music into a cacophony of screams and chaos. From my position on stage, I watched in horror as confusion and panic swept through the concert-goers. The surreal nightmare unfolded in slow motion, my brain struggling to process the reality of the situation.
Sebastian, we need to get off stage now,
whispered Anna, the first violinist, her eyes wide with fear. But I couldn't move, paralyzed not by fear, but by an overwhelming sense of responsibility. These were our patrons, our fans, the lifeblood of the arts, and they were under attack in our sanctuary. The gunfire ceased momentarily, replaced by the sound of heavy footsteps and labored breathing. The shooter was moving through the theater, his presence an ominous specter haunting the once hallowed halls. In that moment of eerie silence, a plan formed in my mind. I knew the theater like the back of my hand, every nook and cranny, every passage used by performers or yesteryears. If anyone could navigate through this chaos, it was me. Anna, tell everyone to hide. I'm gonna try and stop him, I said, my voice steadier than I felt.
Sebastian, are you insane? You can't—
I know this place, Anna. It's our best chance.
That man look creepy. He look
Call
like a
the
villain.
police and stay hidden until I come back.
I bet he the mastermind. And I'm still not gonna get no YouTube bread.
Without waiting for her response, I slipped off stage, moving with purpose through the backstage corridors. My heart pounded in my chest, a frenetic tempo that matched my quickening pace as I maneuvered through the labyrinthian passageways. The sound of the gunman's movements guided me, a sinister symphony that I followed, driven by a resolve I hadn't known I possessed.
Write a book.
As I neared, the reality of what I was about to do set in. I was no hero, just a musician. Yet here I was, chasing down a madman in a deadly game of cat and mouse. The backstage area was dimly lit, the shadows my only concealment as I spotted the gunman reloading his weapon. His back was to me, a momentary vulnerability that I seized, launching myself at him with a makeshift weapon in hand, a piece of broken stage equipment I'd grabbed along the way. The collision set us tumbling to the ground, the gun skittering away into the darkness. What followed was a blur of motion, a desperate struggle for survival. Every self-defense class I'd reluctantly attended, every bit of strength I possessed, was funneled into that moment. "I'm not gonna let you destroy what we built here," I gasped, my voice a mix of determination and fear as we grappled on the cold, hard floor. The gunman fought back with a surprising ferocity, his own determination evident in his movements. But the advantage was mine, fueled by adrenaline and the intimate knowledge of the terrain. As our struggle continued, I couldn't help but wonder how we had arrived at this point. What series of events had led this individual to disrupt a celebration of art with violence and terror? The answer, I feared, would not be a simple one. But in that moment, all that mattered was stopping him, ensuring the safety of those who had come to share in the beauty of music, only to find themselves caught in a nightmare. The struggle seemed to stretch into eternity, each second a lifetime of effort and fear. The gunman was strong, his desperation lending him a wild, unpredictable strength that was difficult to counter. But I had something more powerful on my side, a determination born of love for my art and the sacred space it inhabited. This theater was more than just bricks and mortar. It was a sanctuary for those who believed in the transformative power of music. I could not, would not, let this man desecrate it further. As we fought, I realized that the piece of broken stage equipment I had wielded as a weapon was now pressing against his throat. It was a metal rod, part of a stand that had snapped during the initial chaos. With every ounce of strength left in me, I pressed it against him, pinning him down with a leverage I scarcely knew I possessed. "Stop this madness!" I hissed, my breath ragged from the exertion. "Why are you doing this?" For a moment, his eyes met mine, and in them I saw not the ferocity of a predator, but the desperation of a man cornered by his own demons. He was skinny, not much stronger than myself. He wasn't a seasoned attacker or a mercenary, that I was sure of, else he'd have pinned me down in an instant. But then, what pushed him to do this? He gasped for air, struggling behind my hold, but the fight was going out of him, his strength waning. It was then that the sound of approaching footsteps echoed through the backstage area, the cavalry arriving in the form of theater security and police officers, their voices loud and authoritative. The gunman went limp beneath me, his surrender silent but unmistakable. Officers quickly took over, handcuffing the man and dragging him to his feet. As they led him away, one of the officers stayed behind, a look of incredulity on his face. "You're lucky to be alive," he said, his voice a mixture of admiration and reprimand. "What made you think you could take him on, son?" I shrugged, the adrenaline fading, leaving exhaustion in its wake. "I know this place. It's part of me, and I couldn't stand by and watch it be destroyed." As the police secured the scene and paramedics attended to the wounded, I found myself surrounded by my fellow musicians, their faces a tapestry of relief and trauma. Anna approached, her eyes shining with unshed tears.
"You're insane, Sebastian,"
she said, but her voice was thick with gratitude.
"But thank you."
In the days that followed, the events of that night became a blur. A nightmare recounted by news reports and whispered conversations. It was revealed, had no connection to a theater or the orchestra. His motives were attributed to misplaced rage against the rich, a narrative all too common in the stories that dominate our headlines. The concert hall, once a place of pure artistic pursuit, had become a battleground, a stark reminder of the fragility of the spaces we hold dear. But in the aftermath, as the community rallied to reclaim and restore the sanctity of our theater, I realized that music's power transcends even the darkest of moments. We held a concert not long after, a tribute to the resilience of the human spirit and the unifying power of music. As I took the stage, my violin in hand, I felt a profound connection to every person in that room. The notes we played that night were more than just melodies. They were a declaration of our refusal to be silenced by fear.
So I was going through Spike samples and I found that...
That man, he handled business.
The festival was supposed to be an escape, a place to lose oneself in the crowd and the cacophony of sounds that promised a reprieve from the haunting silence of my own thoughts. My name is Casey, and if you had told me that my search for solace would lead me down a path of psychological unraveling, I would have laughed. But there I was, standing at the precipice of my own mind, teetering on the edge of sanity. The day had started like any other at the festival, with the air electric with anticipation and the ground vibrating with bass. I wandered aimlessly, a solitary figure amongst a sea of faces, until a stranger caught my eye. He was an oddity, not for his appearance, which was unremarkable, but for the way he seemed to move through the crowd, untouched and unnoticed. "Looking for an experience?" he asked, his voice barely audible over the music. I nodded, curiosity piqued. He handed me a small, unassuming pill, its surface shimmering with a promise of escape. "This'll sink you to the music, but be warned, it's not for the faint of heart." I swallowed the pill without a second thought, a decision that would come to haunt me. Anything that would let me forget the tragedy I'd faced recently, anything that could promise to pull me away and silence the 1,000 negative thoughts battering my mind at all times, I would take it. As the chemicals coursed through my veins, the world around me began to distort, the music transforming into a pulsating entity that breathed life into my darkest fears. The festival's landscape morphed before my eyes, the once vibrant scene now a nightmarish tableau of shadows and whispers. Each note of the music tugged at the strings of my soul, unraveling them with surgical precision. I was no longer a spectator. I was a part of the concert, the music weaving through me, carrying me on a tide of emotions I couldn't control. Then came the visions, vivid and terrifying. They crashed over me like waves, each one a memory of the tragedy that had sent me spiraling into despair. In one moment, every face I came across resembled me. Then a few people started floating in the air, each of them singing a song in a language I didn't know. I was back there, in the moment that had shattered my world, surrounded by the chaos and the screams that had echoed through my dreams ever since. I tried to run, to tear myself away from the visions that clawed at my sanity, but the music was relentless, a siren call that I couldn't escape. It whispered of guilt, of secrets buried deep within my psyche, secrets I had tried so hard to forget.
"Help me,"
I heard myself cry out, but I did not say it. Then how was I hearing my own voice? And then, when I tried to speak, my voice was lost in the cacophony. The festival goers continued to dance, oblivious to the struggle that raged within me. As the night wore on, the line between reality and the drug-induced nightmare began to blur, the visions becoming indistinguishable from the world around me. I was trapped in a loop of fear and confusion, each moment stretching into eternity. It was in this state of turmoil that I found myself confronted with the most chilling vision yet. A figure, cloaked in shadows, its features obscured, but its intent clear. It reached for me, a gesture that spoke of unspeakable horrors, and I knew, with a clarity that cut through the fog of my mind, that I was facing the manifestation of my own guilt. The music, now a cacophony of screams and dissonance, reached a crescendo, and I braced myself for the final plunge into madness. But it was then, at the edge of despair, that a hand found mine, pulling me back from the brink. The hand that pulled me back from the abyss felt real, grounding, amidst the swirling chaos of my own mind. Blinking against the harsh lights of the festival, I found myself staring into the concerned eyes of a friend, Maya, who had been searching for me after I'd vanished into the crowd.
Casey, are you okay? You're scaring me.
She said, her voice laced with genuine worry. Her presence was a lifeline, a beacon of reality in the tempest of my mind. I tried to articulate what I was experiencing, but how could I explain the unexplainable? The music still played, a relentless force, but Maya's intervention had somehow lessened its hold over me.
I took something.
I managed to say, my voice trembling.
It's making me see things. Horrible things.
Maya's eyes widened with understanding and concern.
We need to get you out of here now.
She decided, her tone leaving no room for argument. As we made our way through the festival grounds, the visions continued to assault me, though now intersped with moments of clarity. The crowd around me felt oppressive, each face a mask of judgment, each step a journey through my deepest fears. But Maya's presence was a constant, a reminder of the world beyond my psychedelic-induced nightmare. By the time we reached the relative safety of the camping area, the worst of the visions had begun to fade, leaving behind a residue of terror and a profound sense of vulnerability. In the silence of the early morning, with Maya by my side, I began to unravel the threads of my experience. The psychedelic journey had not been an escape, but a confrontation with the trauma I had tried so desperately to bury. The tragedy that had taken a loved one, leaving a void filled with guilt and unanswered questions.
Why did I see those things, Maya? Why did it feel so real?
I asked, the words heavy with the weight of my confusion. Maya took a moment before answering, her gaze thoughtful.
Sometimes our minds find ways to confront us with our fears, our guilt. Maybe this was your mind's way of forcing you to face what happened, to start healing.
And that's when I remembered. Maya was dead. We were in a car accident due to my recklessness, and this was the manner in which my guilt manifested to confront me.
What?
The visions, the terror, the relentless music, they were manifestations of my own psyche, a landscape shaped by my unresolved grief and guilt. And then my vision cleared, and then Maya vanished before my eyes.
Dang.
When I woke up, I was in a hospital. They told me that it had almost been 2 weeks that I was in a coma. As it turned out, the mystery man who had handed out the psychedelics was traced, and he was given those substances by Dr. Johnson, my therapist, along with 10 other people who were at the concert. He had performed suggestive instigation to send us to the concert, and had the man give us a concoction he had brewed to illegally test his new healing therapy on his patients without them knowing. Of the 10 patients, 3 suffered cardiac arrest, while the rest of us ended up in coma in the hospital. He was arrested and the scandal broke out before I even woke up again.
No, do it again.
But the weird thing was that I felt better. Much better. The confrontation with my friend Maya had given me some sort of closure, and I knew that my healing journey had begun. I felt much lighter, probably smiled for the first time in months as I saw my parents reaching to hug me. Dr.
Whoa.
Johnson, first time in months as I saw my parents reaching to hug me.
Why the hell did y'all do like that, man?
Dr. Johnson was arrested. His manner was illegal and harmful, yet it healed me of my trauma. Weird.
Thank y'all for tuning in on Friday Night Fright. Be sure to check out my Discord. I need y'all to drop recommendations of fear that you think can scare the alpha. And so far, the videos what I've seen, I haven't jumped out of my seat or nothing. If anything, I eat this stuff for breakfast. Until next time, everyone.